by IWCRadio.com. It's the internet's most irreverent wrestling podcast. Now, please welcome Beans, Smoot, Chucks, and Will. This is the IWC.
Hello everyone and welcome to IWC Radio. This is episode 99 and the first show of the year 2016. That sounds so strange to say. Happy New Year, guys. How are we all doing?
Better, I guess. I'm a little rusty on panning down the music, apparently.
I'm a little rusty on everything. I've even forgotten what this is. Are we here to talk video games?
Did you forget we do one of these like every week?
Yeah.
We're supposed to.
Yeah, definitely. You missed 2 weeks because of Christmas and New Year, and it really feels like we've not done this for about a month.
It does feel like a long time.
Yeah.
It does feel like a long time. So yes, Happy New Year, gentlemen. Did we all have a good time over the holiday period?
I did, because I got to stream some games with people while you were away.
Did?
Yeah.
Which I believe some people really enjoyed, so thank you to them for watching.
Yeah, with Sock Cop and YouTube personality Mr. Craven and Botch Spot and his wife Fizzlebit, which sounds weird to say out loud. I just realized.
It was a little bit, but it also sounds quite cool.
Yeah. So that's up on the channel right now, so if you want to not listen to us or whatever, you want to take a gander at those, please do.
Yeah, please do, but not at the expense of us.
Yeah.
No, do it after the show.
Yeah, do it after.
Do it after the show.
It's wonderful, but we're better. That's not a guarantee. So yes, although it has been a quiet time as in terms of what's happened in wrestling in the last 2 weeks, it kind of hasn't been outside the ring. There is a lot of things that have happened that are not necessarily TV based.
Well,
and
speaking of TV based, I was gonna go with TNA real quick and their debut on Pop TV. But first, I'd like to play a new game that I think will get a kick out of here, called Is TNA Wrestling Still in Business? So, they're on a new network. They were in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, where they misspelled the town. Apparently only 200 people showed up at the TV taping. So, Will, I pose the question to you here. Is TNA Wrestling still in business?
Do I say yes?
Either yes or no, based off of what you just heard.
Oh, okay. I'm unfortunately going to say yes.
Let's find out. Yes! They are still in business. Yeah.
The worst bit is that you spent the entire Christmas break planning that.
No, I spent.
You got graphics ready for it and everything, and you've even got it flash up that says yes on the screen.
Yeah, I spent the past 5 minutes putting that together. I'm sorry.
That is quite good.
That's the best thing that's ever happened on this show.
It is, and Chucks is going to be so gutted he isn't here for this.
Yeah.
I did forget to explain, which isn't very professional, isn't it? That Chucks is obviously still on holiday at the moment, so hopefully he'll be back with us next week. So yeah, you just missed the greatest thing ever, Chuck. But I'm sure that the segment may return. It's probably our most successful segment. Our viewership peaked at half a person.
But yes, TNA, despite its troubles and whatnot, still in business. So I figured that was a good idea.
2016 off to a downer.
Yeah, well, I mean, I thought, hey, let's make this into a game. So, what better way for the new show on the new year here?
I agree completely.
Excellent work.
Yes.
Thank you.
A star, not B+. A star.
So whenever you have a question of if TNA is in business or not, just let me know and we'll throw it up to the big board there. And
I think we might need to return to that every hour just to keep on top of it, just to make sure that we give everyone the most accurate, up-to-date news possible.
yes.
If we were a video show, we'd have that in the corner of the screen, just constantly going.
Yes. And one day it'll say, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
And then it'll just go straight back to yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice segue there. Let's stick with TNA because obviously they debuted on Pop. I haven't watched the show. Smoot obviously has. It already sounds terrible, which it might be making a bit of an assumption.
Have you? Well, the show wasn't bad. It just didn't feel like an epic conclusion to what was a 4-month tournament.
Yeah.
And,
Can I just ask one question?
Yeah.
Was Josh Matthews on commentary?
He was.
And it's a terrible show.
Well, you say that, but apparently Chuck's boy Dave Meltzer tore him a new one.
Cool.
Good.
So we're gonna pull that up here in just a bit. But yeah, the tournament ended with EC3 winning back the championship that he technically never lost. So
Technically making the last 4 months a waste of time.
exactly, yeah.
Lovely. Also, James Storm. He obviously finished with TNA quite a while back,
Yes.
and he showed up in NXT for a couple of weeks. I don't know how many appearances he made in person. I saw one on the TV, but
I think there was only just the one.
Did he do any live event appearances?
Oh, don't know about that. I think there's definitely only the one TV.
Right. And then, bizarrely, I believe he was on the new TNA show. Which, I don't know, is that right, Smoot?
Yeah.
Was he on
Apparently, the backstory of this is he turned down WWE because TNA offered him more money,
that? Yes.
more guaranteed money, and so from the word of mouth is he's still welcome at WWE. It's just, if there's more money that TNA is willing to give him for, a handful of TV tapings all throughout the year here. I mean, why not take it up? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be one of them where I suppose you're going to have quite opinionated thoughts on it from some people where they'll feel that he may have took an easy road or he's not bettering himself professionally, that kind of thing, which, is a harsh... my computer's just completely blanked out. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, we can still hear you. I don't know why OBS is like...
That went weird. That went really weird. Like, my screen just completely went black, and I can't see the stream anymore.
Oh, huh. Yeah, that is weird.
Is it working all right
there
for
we
everyone
go.
else?
How about now? Can you?
I can see Smoot's screen, but not the actual feed.
Yeah.
I think we broke the internet, people.
I think. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah. Look. Do a little bit of that. Yeah, I don't know why that's doing that. So let me.
Oh, it's very strange.
Should we get rid of the mouse cursor?
Mine, I've got the nice buffering wheel now.
You got the buffering wheel.
Yeah, that's a bit worrying.
Did we actually just break the internet?
We might have.
We might have.
Just, 12
I'm scared of clicking anything because I obviously don't want to disrupt the stream in any way.
Why is it doing that? It's never done that before. Where
I
it's
don't
like,
know,
here's
but
OBS.
my computer blacked out and then it made a badump and it I thought the world ended.
Not worse than doing a badump.
A badump.
Up a dump.
Yeah. Well, this is a successful way
This is
to
different.
Yeah, this is awesome. Yeah, you get
start,
to see me.
start the new year with a problem that we've never had before. Episode 99, and we're not going to make it to 100 because we've broken the internet.
Breaking the internet here.
We're going to go out of business before TNA.
Yeah, we
No!
might. We might.
Let me load it up on my phone immediately.
that
I
might
must
be our
keep
next,
this thing running.
That might be our next game next week here.
Oh, God. I can't cope if they outlive us.
All right, let's try this again here.
Can I refresh the page, or is it going to cause problems?
Yeah, you can refresh.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay,
Nope.
click refresh.
I'm just going to delete that and retry this again.
Oh, it says that we're still on.
Yeah, we're still live, pal.
Oh, live, pal.
Which EC3 referenced, by the way, which I got a kick out of.
In what way?
Well, Dixie Carter was like, "Hey, we chose pop because we thought about you, the fans, and whatnot." And he came out interrupting her, and just simply said, "We're live, pal," and then said a bunch of stuff after that.
Okay, that makes no sense.
Well, yeah, well, you're telling
I think
me.
you need to put that image up. I've just sent you on Skype.
I have no idea why OBS is like, I want to get in the way of everything. So,
Because all I'm getting is a black screen. I don't know
Yeah.
if that's what everyone else is seeing.
how about now?
You had it back on.
Oh no, I can
Brief
see like loads of like. Whoa, it's like watching the TV inside the TV.
Yeah.
You did have it back on for a brief second, then it went again.
There we go. Yeah, I have that. The technical difficulties bumper here.
Okay.
But yeah, in regards to Josh Matthews here, I'll just read it, the statement here, and this is provided by @DeathToAllMarks on Twitter, saying, but overall it was as if they learned nothing. Josh Matthews in week 1 of the reboot on the new station went out there to destroy his credibility as lead announcer. As credible voice putting over the younger talent and storylines is desperately needed for a promotion like this. When I watch Kevin Kelly, for example, he comes across as a nice guy who likes wrestling, and he's not out there lying and being full of it when he's selling the talent or the angles. I don't have the same feeling at all listening to Matthews. He comes across as fake. There's no conviction or feeling of realism in his voice, and instead he comes across as a guy totally full of it, which is exactly what you wouldn't want from a lead announcer. There's no connection at all with him and the listening audience. The full of it part is likely the fault of TNA, and he's just doing his marching orders. If anything, the last thing you want in starting up again on a new station is listening instantly thinking the lead commentator is totally full of shit. He was out there with his imaginary trending of Twitter statements and going on and on about how an average at best final match with Carter versus Matt Hardy was an early candidate for the 2016 match of the year. None of that helped. It only hurts. You have to save those platitudes for matches that at least approximate that level. Saying it for anything less than a great match makes the promotion look Bush League and insults the viewers' intelligence.
Wow.
Taz, do you have anything to say on that?
Bush League, in my opinion.
Okay. I just realized you could have seen that on the stream probably there. So you like...
Yeah.
I did,
Yeah.
I don't know why it's doing that.
I don't know. But the IWC Radio is having a very unique look this week because we're just watching Smoot on the computer.
Watching me read here, apparently.
Smoot live.
Yeah.
We're live, pal.
What if I did this? What if I brought this back?
So what was it like
there
the
we
show
go.
overall? Was it a good show or not?
Like I said, it was like an average show, but at the same time, it didn't have like an epic feel to it. Like they had the...
Did TNA ever have an epic feel to it?
Well, I mean, it might have back in the day, but like, they could have used something here because it was a new network. More people on Twitter, at least from what I saw, were tweeting about it live than they normally do. So they had the eyes peering in, watching. They had Mike Bennett from Ring of Honor show up as the Miracle.
The Miracle.
The Miracle, Mike Bennett.
Oh.
A.K.A. Pro Wrestling Jesus. That's what he called himself.
Pro Wrestling Jesus.
Pro Wrestling Jesus, yeah. And he dressed like Armando Estrada.
Things just got better when you said that.
Yeah, I liked him.
So, there we go. Now it's showing up perfectly. Apparently, if I disable Arrow in Windows 7 here, it shows up and, like, you get to see all the screens within a screen within a screen and all that. But
So are we back on now?
oh yeah, we're back. Oh wait,
Okay.
I forgot the. There we go.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah,
So
we haven't gone anywhere. We're still broadcasting.
no, I know. I just meant on the screen, like for people viewing it, they can see it properly as they should do.
Yeah, now we have like a.
Oh yeah, no, it's just popped up.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, I feel so much better when I see that logo. I don't know why. So yeah, obviously we got the TNA new show. So James Storm showed up on it, and now he's back in TNA, and like you said, it was obviously a financial reason. So he did make, I can't remember, I did read it at the time, but he made a statement to say something along the lines of, obviously, you don't know the whole situation, and obviously he's done this purely, for his family.
Yeah.
So, you can't argue with them with that reasoning. But I can understand as well some people being a little bit frustrated, feeling that it's a bit of a backward step, but I do wonder, and I don't mean this to sound disrespectful, but I do wonder as well how much WWE would have used him.
Yeah, I mean, you got to wonder again, without sounding disrespectful. You got to wonder how much he's got left. Is he 38, 39, something like that?
Yeah, that's what I mean, because he did, you're talking that he's had a long career with TNA. It's not like he's just an up and comer, and I don't know. It's just one of them. It might be different with the amount of injuries that WWE have got at the moment, but there's not an outlet where you can see where they're going to use him in a big spot leading forward or possibly move him to the main roster. I do think that it is purely working with NXT. Having said that, if something drastic was to happen to TNA and our weekly game changed, I do think that he'd be more than welcome back, because it doesn't sound like there was any viciousness in it or anything. It's just purely a business thing, and both parties seem quite happy with what's happened. So, it's just one of them. I hope everything goes well for him. And hope TNA don't book him absolutely terrible.
Well, it seems Beer Money's back together, if that's any.
Oh, right. Have they gone in that direction?
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
So,
yes, I believe we have a guest in the chat room as well.
Yeah, I don't know who this is.
You don't know who this is?
Yeah.
Oh, right, sorry, because you greeted them, I thought it was
You have
someone
an
that...
actual listener?
Yeah, well, believe it or not, we do.
Would someone like to try and pronounce that, because I'm very worried I'm going to say something I shouldn't.
I'm not even in the chat, let me have a look.
He decides?
Yeah.
Is that right? He decides and tunes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I hope I haven't said that wrong, but thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
So that's James Storm and TNA. What else do we have? Where do we start? There's that many different things. Ed for short. We'll go with Ed. Thank you for joining us, Ed. He's just said that. So yeah, thank you. I'm wondering whether Ed is Chuck's in disguise.
No.
I'm only joking. Spying on us.
Before we get into the next big topic,
Yeah.
What's going on with Dolph Ziggler's hair? Sorry, I just had to mention it because it's on my screen now and it's slightly scaring me.
On the screen? Is it on the screen?
No, sorry, I've got SmackDown on my TV.
Oh.
He looks like a woman.
Not that there's anything wrong with looking like a woman.
No.
It's just the look I don't think Ziggler's shooting for. So
Well, we've said this before. Dolph Ziggler has got a very strange set of attire recently in the last, last 6 weeks or so. He's like gone
he's
into...
letting his hair grow and it's even longer now and it's just, he looks like a woman.
Yeah.
He is trying to turn into the next rock star that will record tunes for WWE. So he's got a plan for when the career inevitably goes wrong.
Gonna try to pull up a screenshot of that.
I was gonna say, yeah, you're gonna fit a picture of this, surely.
Green, you say?
But yeah, he's gone through different parts. Like he started wearing like the patches under the eyes kind of thing, didn't he? Like the American football players kind of thing. And he stopped dyeing his hair, so he had like the black roots, but he still had the blonde tips. And he was wearing the headbands, and he's moved to like leather pants and stuff. And it's all very strange. It doesn't. He looks like someone confused about who he is, if that makes sense.
It's not so bad when he's got it in a whatever, like, tied back or whatever, but it's when he just, like, clip on SmackDown, then when he had it all out, it was just scary.
It's well, I'll wait to see what this looks like because I haven't got SmackDown on at the moment, but you know, when you look at someone and you just think this is what either someone's come up with or he's just trying to find something that is going to connect with the crowd, and at the minute it is way off.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
He looks like he's trying to find some way of standing out, but it's just sounds like it's going horribly wrong.
I'm going to tweet a photo actually because I can get it from SmackDown itself.
It comes out.
Ed's just asked, what if he gets healed? I'm not sure. I think he might be talking about John Cena, and if he is, we'll be getting onto that shortly, because obviously that's a big topic.
Here we go.
Oh, so...
Give it a sec here.
It's going to be coming up on the stream shortly.
Assuming, the window capture's not, like, black at the moment.
No, we got the wonderful logo.
That wonderful logo.
All right, hold on. I hit the button. I hit the secret magic button to switch it over.
Right. I'm now seeing the chat room on the stream.
You're seeing a chat room on the stream.
Yes. I'm seeing your
Great.
desktop.
Great. New year, same old problems. Awesome.
I presume this doesn't work.
What gives that away?
Yeah. What could possibly have given that away?
You're doing the TV inside the TV thing again.
Yeah, sure am.
Yep. Oh, now we're going black.
Yep. There we go.
I've just put a tweet out anyway, if anyone wants to see that.
I probably should have went with the tweet route. That seemed to be safer.
Sweet Lord, that has just appeared on my screen, and it is very bizarre.
Oh no, I think mine might be slightly more girlish.
Wow. How the hell's he grown it that long that quickly? He's like hit that. That's really long.
Yeah. Green, huh? Oh, this was in the match.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we can do that. Here, hold on. Do. Hold on, brace for No, get that off of there.
I don't know what you're saying.
Hold on.
The tweet's up now if anyone wants to see
There
it.
we go. There we go.
Ziggler girl.
I should have said Ziggler is a girl, but it didn't.
Wow.
Look at the middle, the small. Yeah, go to the next one.
Doesn't look green. Talked up a big hype. Why are they covering up the hashtag in the corner with the SmackDown logo?
Yeah, that's something Sky decided to do. I don't know why.
It's so annoying.
Oh yeah, they do that every week. It's because it's not being shown at the same time as when you are watching it in America.
Slightly better when they used to just cover up with a big black box with the word SmackDown written in it. At least now it's the actual logo.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's just a really weird look. It doesn't. I don't know. It just doesn't do anything.
Just doesn't do anything.
It doesn't though, does it? I mean, you don't. He doesn't look cool, or he doesn't to me.
He looks like an 80s rocker, which might be the look he's shooting for.
Well, that's kind of like the 80s thing seems to be the common theme from what he's been doing before, but... And yes, he would have grown up in the 80s, but I don't feel that's him.
Oh, Skype just said it's your birthday today.
Oh, great.
Oh, yeah.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Beans.
Thank you. Yeah, I've just noticed that Laura's just tweeted. I think... Hang on a minute, what she put here? Yeah, she's just being rude. Yeah, I was kind of hoping to avoid time. Unfortunately, it caught up. So yes, thank you very much.
Got how we're doing that.
Yeah, so she's claiming it's my 40th birthday.
Ed in the chat is asking about, what about Undertaker? Well, I mean, you could possibly see him at WrestleMania for his annual match. I mean, that's pretty much... That's all he's going to do now, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, now you... I don't know, actually. I mean, you think it kind of all comes together, and obviously there's that much that's gone on, but basically the major news moving forward for like WWE TV is the fact that now we have a Royal Rumble, which is for the WWE Championship instead of the #1 contendership at WrestleMania. So it kind of is a smart move in some ways because... Obviously, it makes the event a bit different and a bit more interesting, but also it doesn't mean that what they do at the Rumble is set in stone for WrestleMania, which they do need that flexibility at the minute.
Yeah.
Because there is that much going on. Thank you very much for flashing that right across the middle of the screen. Thank you.
No problem.
Oh, God, it's getting bigger. What are you doing? God.
Is it a big birthday, by the way?
No, I'm now the same age as WrestleMania.
Awesome.
I will be.
32.
Yeah. It's the easy way I always remember my own age. I'm just thinking, what WrestleMania is it next? And I go, oh, yeah.
See, I go by Survivor Series.
Ah.
Yeah, see.
And see how we all relate the world to our ages and wrestling pay-per-views.
Yeah.
It's the easy way the world works. But yeah. I forgot what I was saying, actually. That's terrible. Rumble. I was just every time I look at the screen, I just see you flash that up.
Rumblings.
So, if you think about Undertaker, yeah, I think the plan we're hearing is that it was supposed to be John Cena versus Undertaker, which made sense. Obviously, now with John Cena being injured and very much being doubtful for WrestleMania, extremely.
Do you think... I mean, you got to assume they must have known about this injury, because it didn't come out of nowhere. Do you think they knew about this on Raw, that's why they changed the Rumble match?
Possibly.
So, yeah.
Because if you think now and you're not sure exactly what you're going to end up doing with Undertaker... or if they have more of a plan moving forward, or they've thought of something since they've made the Rumble for the title, does that mean that you throw Undertaker in there because you're short of that much talent? Because you've got that thing of, would it be that silly for Undertaker to be the champion going into WrestleMania 32? Now, I mean, it is, in some ways you think, yeah, but in other ways you think you've not got that much star power going into it, and everyone's all got this feeling that this is going to be Undertaker's swan song. So would it be ideal for him to be champion so that he could pass on to someone?
Must admit, I would like to see him have one last run with the title.
Yes, Beans, you would be silly. Thank you. I'm going to deflect from that straight away and say thank you very much to Ed in the chat room wishing me a happy birthday. Oh, yeah,
I'm just having too much fun now.
So yeah, I don't know. There's many options, but Undertaker's definitely going to be involved just because they need him. It's quite frightening, really, when you think.
I don't know about that. I mean, you could use the NXT people, but then again, Triple H, I think, has gone on record saying that they don't want them to be like a Band-Aid for somebody to come back.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, I meant WrestleMania, not the Rumble. I didn't mean that Undertaker's definite for the Rumble, but he's obviously going to be involved in Mania. There's no way that that's going to be avoided. Because when you think of dream matches, there's not that many that you can think of that are possible at the minute. But I don't know. There's just that much that's kind of gone wrong for WWE at probably the most awkward time possible. You know, you think that they're trying to draw the biggest audience they've ever had, and they're losing talent
left and right.
Yeah, it's like you look every couple of days and it's like, oh, someone else is injured. I mean, we look at it from the basic standpoint of just this last couple of days. You've got John Cena, who's now out. He's torn his rotator cuff. They reckon he's going to be out for possibly up to 6 months. You've got Sasha Banks, who apparently got a minor injury recently, but hopefully that won't be a big deal. But obviously at the moment, that's still someone missing.
Connor from the Ascension.
Yeah.
Connor from the Ascension, although I don't think that's going to impact WrestleMania too. Or the Royal Rumble. You've got Natalia, who apparently has been working with a possible broken ankle.
Jeez.
So she's, I think, now out of action. I think she was working with it for quite some time, though. I presume it's a fracture. Who else have we got? Obviously, we've not got Seth Rollins. There's no Daniel Bryan. We've lost Cesaro. Randy Orton's out of the picture. You know, you're just talking about you think of any major programs or matches in the last 5 years, and pretty much anyone you pretty much can think of is out of the picture for Mania at the moment.
So now you all know what it's like to be a Liverpool fan.
Hey, it's only the same as what happened to you now.
Smoot won't understand what I'm talking about there.
No, Smoot doesn't know. Well, Chucks is laughing somewhere.
What, staying up late for wrestling?
No, we're sorry. We digressed into football.
Like WWE has no wrestlers right now. Liverpool has no players right now.
Liverpool's players have all got hamstring injuries. Like nearly every one of them. It's like they all decided to injure each other. It's bizarre. So yeah, it's just one of them where you look at the card for WrestleMania, and if you're going to pick it at the minute, you have got to make some decisions to either bring up NXT talent to, like Triple H said he didn't want to, but to potentially, put a Band-Aid on some of it, or at least create a bit of hype around some of it. And you now surely have to be looking at who can you get involved, and get involved quite quickly, I would imagine, so that you can make a pretty fair build leading into WrestleMania. Because you can't rush it at last minute and on the last Raw before WrestleMania decide that you have so many legendary stars come back or so many things get set up.
Yeah.
You would have to imagine that they're going to have to start putting the ball in motion. It might not be Royal Rumble time because of the way they've done it with the championship, but I presume now it makes Fastlane a little bit more interesting because you're obviously going to have to crown either you're going to have a championship match possibly where definitely the champion's going to be going into Mania, and you'd imagine there's going to be some form of a tournament or something that's going to crown the challenger for the title at WrestleMania. So I think it puts a bit more emphasis on Fastlane now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it is interesting, but it's also quite worrying. And especially since I've thrown so much money to go to Dallas, I'm a bit worried. But
you've got to assume Triple H himself is going to get involved somewhere.
I still think that the idea is, and I might be way off, and it depends how they build it, but if I'm thinking of it logically, Roman Reigns is obviously an opponent for Triple H. I don't think Triple H is going to be in a championship match at WrestleMania.
Well, I've heard that, that
I'm
Triple H is
thinking he
going
might
to
win
win
the
the
Rumble.
Rumble.
Well, yeah, I know. I'm hoping not, but I'm just
thinking... I hope not either.
I'm thinking that if you do something where I don't want it to look like you're burying Reigns because you've done so well with him. But if he got screwed at the Rumble by Triple H and he got eliminated from the match because of Triple H, then you've got that set up for Mania. The trouble is then you've taken the title off Roman Reigns at the Rumble. But if you do it early enough in the match, not early enough to embarrass Roman, but if you do it early enough in the match, it also makes a hell of a lot of interest in what is going to happen in that Rumble later on. So they have a... The good thing is like you're saying, you know, you've done this decision where you've put the title into the Rumble. So you've given yourself now so much of a flexibility in what you're going to do.
Yeah, I mean, you could argue it sounds like this where WWE's at its best. When they're panicking a bit and they don't really think about things, you know, they throw caution to the wind a little bit.
Yeah.
They just do it.
Yeah, because they are going to have to. I mean, if this was just, you know, if you're leading into SummerSlam, you know, you're just going to get a very basic pay-per-view and they would just, you know, walk the way through it and a couple of young guys would probably get put into matches that they never normally would do. And you might make some talent out of that gets a shot.
And John Cena's not going to quit.
Yeah, sorry, Ed's just asked in the chat if John Cena's going to quit.
That is completely
John Cena,
against his MO.
And even if John Cena wanted to quit at the minute, I don't even want to imagine how much money Vince McMahon would throw at that man.
Yeah. And the fact that he loves the company and the business so much, he's going to be with them for like a long, long time, whether it's in the ring or out of the ring.
The thing is, and I suppose thinking about John Cena as well, yeah, you think WrestleMania is still 3 months down the line.
Yeah.
And whilst he won't be able to compete, he's still going to be able to be there. So he's got, you know, whether it's an enforcer, a referee, or he's in ringside for someone, or even if he's just in a daft segment, I don't know, I nearly said Piper's Pit segment then, which is quite sad. But, you know, something like that where you can, you know, get a lot of people involved. Even like you think back to WrestleMania 30 and you think Hogan, Rock and Austin, you know, you can have Cena involved in something like that would, you know, make something of the show. So obviously he's going to be involved, but obviously it doesn't look like he's going to be competing. So it's just about getting that mixture of being able to give some new talent that shot, but also giving them enough time to build so that they can, you know, do it. I mean,
do it.
It's a big ask for a lot of talent.
Going back to Triple H for a sec with the Rumble theory. Here's why I don't think he's going to win, and I'm hoping I'm right here.
You mean Triple H?
Yeah, Triple H. Right. He's the fucking COO of the company. Why would he need to win a match to go after the title?
Yeah.
I know I'm applying logic here.
Yeah, I know you have to suspend a little bit of it, but it does beg the question, why would it?
Yeah.
And it was always that thing with like Vince and Austin and like how Vince has been with Roman Reigns where you think, you could just strip him of the title. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like...
yeah.
But I like how Vince always kind of put the logic where it was that you don't deserve to just have it stripped, you deserve to be humiliated kind of thing, and it was always... It always got a bit of an explanation to it. But yeah, Triple H kind of going into the Rumble, you know, it's...
I can really see it happening. I can.
Oh, God.
I hope it doesn't.
I think you can do most things, even if it's something that you're not particularly keen of, as long as it's done right. And you're reaching that point of the year now where you just want them to do what's right to make the best show possible at the end of it. Because you want to be watching Raw every week where you think, what is going to happen? Is someone going to return? Is some big match going to be announced? Are we going to get this next step of a rivalry? You know, and I think back to that, even though the WrestleMania itself was quite poor, when WrestleMania 27 happened, you had The Rock and John Cena having like their interactions leading into it, even though that it was, in some cases, it completely underhanded the match because Rock wasn't even in it. Miz got absolutely thrown under the bus in some ways, but also each week was a response to each other, and it was something you needed to see.
Yeah.
and that built up to where you expected something to happen at Mania, and unfortunately it didn't. Last year's Mania was the opposite. The build to it was quite shocking, I think, but the actual WrestleMania itself really took me aback. I was quite surprised by it.
Yeah.
So you just want them to get that nice balance where they'll put a logical build in, get things sorted as quick as possible, and if you're able to bring people back earlier from injury, then that's great. But you need to have some plans in place now because of what's happening.
What about The Rock?
Well,
What
I
about
mean,
him?
the thing is we know he's going to be there.
Exactly, yeah. I think that's why he's going to do something, because the shocking announcement, if you like, was that he's going to be there. So I think something else is going to happen now that will be to top that. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, there's even been rumours of him being in the Rumble now because of everything that's happened. But the thing is what is this deal with the studios, the film studios? Because obviously, last time he faced Cena in WrestleMania 29, he tore his hamstring and pectoral muscle, I think, in the match. I think it was. Or his quad, I weren't sure. But anyway, basically, apparently it caused issues with the Hercules film, which he did straight afterwards, where I think he missed quite a bit of media and it affected filming because he obviously had to get the injury sorted. So apparently from that point on, movie studios have been quite strict in what you can and can't do, and obviously he's never wrestled since then. So, I mean, that's quite crazy actually, because we're talking, that was WrestleMania 29, so he's not wrestled now for 3 years. That sounds quite mental actually.
Although I was listening to, actually, they mentioned this as well, the Living the Gimmick podcast.
Yes.
I was listening to that, Doug McDonald and John Alba.
Yeah, we're going to give them a nice shout out because
Yeah.
they gave me a nice shout out, and give Will a nice shout out.
I've not actually heard our shout out, I just heard this bit actually, but he's actually been at the last 6 Manias.
Who was, sorry?
The Rock. He's been at the last 6 Manias.
Really?
Yeah. Well, yeah, because he makes the appearance, but he's just he's not wrestled.
Oh yeah, he's not wrestled, but he's been at the last 6 ones.
Huh.
And
didn't realise there's been at that many.
so, I mean, before the announcement, you knew that he was probably going to be there.
Oh yeah.
So I don't think it was. I mean, it was a confirmation of what you already thought, but it
That's
wasn't
why
something that made your jaw drop, which, like you said, might lead to something down.
That's why I think there's something else coming. Yeah, it seems to be too obvious that he's going to be there. So
Think we'll see Ronda Rousey?
I don't think so.
Do you know, it all depends what. I mean, I think that they've got a little bit more of a chance now because of what's happened with her.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Whereas if she'd have just carried on, the undefeated streak, it would have been a similar scenario as last year, and it was like that. It's a bit more difficult now that the focus isn't necessarily on her as much, even though it is. But it's not, it's not as intense as what it was. It could work out very well for WWE because
They get some serious attention as well.
Yeah,
It'll be a first appearance since getting beat.
Yeah, she's hosting. I don't know if she's already done it, but she's doing Saturday Night Live, isn't she?
Oh, is she?
Yeah, they announced it. I don't know if she's already done it from one of the recent weekends, or whether she's due to do it in a couple of weeks. I'm not sure, but so it'd be interesting to see what she does and how she is and what she acts like. But the thing is deep down she is the wrestling fan, so there's obviously the desire to do that. And then it's one of them things where this is, it's to wrestling fans, this is the WrestleMania just purely from the attendance standpoint.
Yeah.
So you've got to believe that they're going to have to try and pull every stop out they can. I mean, what we were talking before, like Daniel Bryan, he's sitting there, he's tweeted on, he's put out on Twitter about how he's not, why ain't he wrestling? He would be a big boost if they could bring him back.
What if he number 29 in the Rumble, right? Brian comes back. Number 30 is Triple H.
God.
Do you know what? If he comes out at 29, I know whoever's coming out at 30 is coming out to piss me off.
January
It is. That's a complete sell.
January 23rd is when Rousey is hosting Saturday Night Live. By
Right.
the way,
When's the Rumble? Is that the
24th.
following night?
Yeah.
I bet you any money she makes a mention of it on the show.
it may be.
It might be quite an interesting watch. That
Speaking
one.
of Brian, he this might be a jumping off point.
Oh, trust me, this show is just going to jump here to everywhere because there's that many things that are going on. It's crazy.
Well, speaking of jumping off,
Wow.
Daniel Bryan posted a picture of the possible New Japan Pro Wrestling acquisitions that WWE is looking to acquire of, what is it, AJ Styles, Carl Anderson, I almost called him Cheesecake because of I saw Wrestle Kingdom 10 and that's what the crowd sounded like when they were chanting his name, but Nakamura and
Yes.
I forget who the fourth guy is, but have to look it up. But they're looking to possibly get those guys into WWE. And Brian posted a picture of on Instagram of all four gentlemen saying, "Can WWE clear me already so I can face these guys?" Essentially.
Yeah, and that's it. I mean, it was one of the points that I had down here as well. It's, that these guys are talented and they will draw, and that's ultimately what they need to do at the minute because they need to get as many eyeballs interested in this show. So whether you're drawing in UFC eyeballs with Rousey, whether you're drawing in New Japan fans who might check out a show if they've signed with WWE, you're drawing in some TNA interest. Like them 50 fans, one of them being Smoot, that likes Samoa Joe possibly being on the card or something like that. Then you need to do it. And I don't know what else to say. They just need to make every possible effort they can, and they need to stack it because they haven't got any other options. Because if the WrestleMania is poor, or if it is poor in its build-up, and because that's ultimately it, they're only going to make what they need by, actually promoting it properly and getting people interested in it. It's all well and good doing like the WrestleMania 31 thing where your build-up is terrible, so people, you've only got a certain amount of people that watch it. The show's great, then people are happy, but the others never watched it in the first place unless they hear it afterwards saying it was a really good show, you should check it out. You need to do that build-up beforehand to get them all into it, to watch it. The show could potentially be quite rubbish, but you need to create that build to try and get the eyeballs on the product. It's up to them then once you get to that.
Doc Gallows, by the way, was the person I couldn't think of.
But yeah, I mean...
A.K.A. Festus.
Festus. Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
So AJ Styles and why can't I say it? Nakamura was in the main event of the Tokyo Dome pay-per-view, Wrestle Kingdom 10, which was last week.
Yes.
Which I haven't had a chance to watch myself, but I believe was an awesome match.
You should watch it.
So, Smoot watches one show from another promotion that is doing something right, and he is telling us to watch it, Will.
I believe this was broadcast on the internet as well.
Yes.
I believe it was broadcast on the internet.
Like the WWE Network is.
Yes. So, there is so much wrong here. Where do I start? So we're being advised. Oh, where's Chucks? We so need Chucks for this moment.
Yeah.
So we are being advised to watch a program that was only available on the internet. That was on the other side of the globe.
Yep.
And it was something that was very good to watch.
Yep.
And we have given you the same advice.
It started at 2 o'clock in the morning and ended up ending at 7 o'clock in the morning, I believe.
It was quite weird.
What, the one match?
No, the pay-per-view.
Wow, I heard it was epic, but that's going a bit far.
No,
it was really weird, actually, because
show.
it was a Sunday night, was it?
It was on in the early hours of Monday morning.
Monday morning, because I was
Yeah.
going out to work at 7 o'clock Monday morning, and I saw you were live tweeting it.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
I was the same. I just got into the office at work and was drinking a coffee, and I saw Smoot's tweets, and I was like, oh my god. But, so yes, Smoot, do you know what I'm going to do?
What?
I'm going to take your advice, and I'm going to watch that match.
All right.
I might even watch that entire pay-per-view.
Nice. Sounds good. Sounds like a plan.
What are you going to do in return, Smoot?
I already did my part.
What?
On the stream here, one of the spots between it was Jay Lethal and Michael Elgin. On the outside, Lethal completely like overshoots Elgin a bit, and yeah, they bent the fucking guardrail over here.
Oh god, yeah, I could see it.
And then a little bit later in the mat or in the show, like they get another shot of it. A little bit even more cattywampus here. Well, you can't see the cursor, but yeah.
I'm still waiting for the stream to catch up a little. But I mean, that's got to be some force that's managed to. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that doesn't look like a gimmick ladder.
Made out of sawdust.
Yeah. Let's just paint it so it looks like it's metal.
Yeah.
But yeah, I will. I'm looking forward to watching that actually.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hope you will do the same, Smoot, and check out NXT TakeOver London.
Nope.
Only 2 hours of your life. That's only half the length of this match, apparently.
Yeah. Well.
We've not talked about it actually, but did you see the NXT taping of the show after the Takeover show?
Yes.
I thought that was really good as well.
Yeah, yeah. I was happy to see the Jordan and Gable
Yeah.
get the sing along.
Who are not on the ballot of Tag Team of the Year, which angered a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the ballot was for WWE people that was like main roster guys, weren't it?
People,
I can kind of understand it in a
people
way.
who didn't get a
It's
slam
not
got
something. If you were going to put that out live and you put all NXT people on and you had people on the internet voting, imagine how sad it would look if every single one that won a Slammy was from NXT.
Yeah.
You know, Superstar of the Year, Finn Balor. Just, so yeah,
I loved just going on that tape and the crowd singing to Sami Zayn's theme. Thought that was a very good bit.
yeah. I also found it quite funny that they booed the what are they called? The hype guys,
Oh yeah.
Ryder and whatever
Hype
that other
Bros.
guy is, the one that just
I don't get hyped. I stay hyped.
oh my god, I'm sorry. If I was in a room with that man, I'd kill him.
That whole team.
I know.
Wow. First you're like, oh, Chucks, don't say that you should kill Cena, and now you're like, oh, I want to kill the NXT hype guy.
No, I don't mean it literally. I just mean that I wouldn't. He's far too emotionally high-strung. He is just. It's like he's had he tops up on espresso every 15 minutes. He's just. Yeah, okay, you're hyped. I get it. You're bursting blood vessels, and I've got a migraine. Just stop. It's just like it gets a bit too much. It grates me. It's just like I'm quite laid back and I can sit and have a conversation with someone. I don't know how much of it he puts up for TV, but it just gets me. It's too much.
That whole hype gimmick. It's like it's being taken from TNA. It's a TNA gimmick.
A bit, yeah.
That's the noise that Smoot makes every time he reads a new injury.
There goes
So-
another one.
Yeah, going down like flies.
I even said that for a counter.
So we've got the injuries covered. Obviously, in recent weeks, WWE's also brought back Vince McMahon.
Yes. Papa
you-
Big Cock.
I think it's worked in some ways, but he's not that draw, is he? It's not. You don't, or I don't feel particularly that I've got to tune in because he's on it.
What?
I like having him on TV. It's good.
Yeah, I do, but I mean, it's one of them where I think it works very well if you do it minimally. If he's on TV now every week till WrestleMania, I'm bored of him before we get to the Rumble. If you know what I mean.
Mm.
Depending on what he does.
How? Come on. How is this not a draw?
What?
Once it shows up on the stream here. So I have to wait it out for the next 5 or 7 seconds or however long here. And then
How is that not a draw?
Yeah, once...
Oh, right. Couldn't go without giving the Titty Master.
There we go. There's the reaction.
Right, okay.
I was hoping you were going to start the show, by the way, with him saying Happy New Year.
Happy New
God.
Year! Happy New Year!
Happy New Year, pal!
Happy New Year, pal! Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
That was
Oh.
great.
Do you know what? I was quite happy with that. But the one thing that I will go mad about is the fact that people like Brad Maddox will apparently get fired from WWE for calling the fans at home a house show. What did he call them? Pricks?
Pricks, yeah.
Cocky pricks. And then Vince McMahon on live WWE TV on a PG-rated product can flip off the fans at front row.
Yeah, he can do what he wants, can't he?
No, he cannot.
He can. Vince.
Set by fucking example.
Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Happy New Year, pal!
I feel like I've just been fired by him.
Pal gets me.
Cranky,
It's like
Cranky
he feels
Vince.
like he needed to add something else in there to make it more, because he's already said it that many times.
Cranky
It's like, what
Vince
can I
in the
say?
flesh.
Oh yeah, pal. That always goes down well. Pal.
No, I like the line of, I'm Vince McMahon. You gotta care who I am, pal.
Oh
That
dear.
line-
I could
The
have.
freaking
That's a
billionaire.
T-shirt. Like, the fact that that's not a T-shirt right now is baffling.
What was the other thing you said about the freaking billionaire? What was it? How did you say that?
Oh.
Yeah, he said it was Reigns calling him a millionaire, saying you're just like
That's right.
an angry millionaire or something, or a bossy millionaire or something. He says, I'm not a millionaire, I'm a billionaire, pal, or something. I don't know, he was calling him nuts or something, I don't know.
Yeah, here's the GIF once it shows up on the stream here. And
What, is this Vince McMahon flipping off the crowd? Because
Yeah.
if it is, I'm going to get very angry.
Yeah.
I can't believe he did that.
I can.
I know, I can't believe that, and I can't believe there's not been any backlash from it.
He doesn't care, does he?
I don't care if he doesn't care.
I think it was directed towards the sign guy.
I don't care.
There it is.
He did it to a crowd on live TV. And Brad Maddox is fired for calling someone a cocky prick and it's not even on TV. I don't
Brad
care.
Pitt was fired for that.
I don't care.
That's why
Yes.
Vince is great, though. He just does what he wants.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I can cope with some things and I can agree that... But you can't cost people their livelihood for doing a mistake and then go and do that yourself.
Yeah, you can.
If you did it in a live crowd...
If you're a billionaire, you
Even-
can do whatever you want.
Oh,
Apparently.
for God's sake. I'm talking about Vince, not Mr. McMahon.
Either
He-
or.
He can't do that.
Same person.
He totally
It
can.
pretty much is the same person. But he still can't do that.
He totally can.
He can't.
He did.
He
He
did.
did, and he can't. I'm losing this argument.
No, that's it, though. I said that's why he is who he is. He just does what he wants, doesn't care.
Yeah.
No one's going to tell him no, are they?
He bloody well should have. I would have.
I mean, that's the difference between a common employee and the CEO billionaire that the common employee works for. I mean, that's how it is, Beans. I'm sorry.
I'm disgusted in the USA Network.
Why?
Because they're the ones that ultimately have say over him.
To a degree, yeah.
Yeah. If he turned round and put on a product on TV where, I don't know, he got in the ring and just like got his wang out, then
Big
straight
Earl.
away the network would cut that program off and they'd be like, "What the hell are you doing? You can't do that."
Big Earl.
Yeah, if he got out the grapefruits on live TV.
Big Earl and the grapefruits.
Don't give him ideas.
He'll wait till he's about 75 before he does that.
Gotta find the other gif here.
Oh God! But you just can't do things like that. Yes, he is the owner of the company. He's a billionaire. Yada yada
Austin
yada.
did it
But
for,
he
like,
still
years.
answers to the network.
Austin did it for years.
Yeah, but the product was rated PG-13 when he did it.
Oh, come on.
He did it directly at a fan, which he tried to conceal from the camera side.
Yeah, because it was probably that sign guy.
Yeah! So he's aware of what he's doing. It's not like Austin when he's just gone up on the ropes and he sticks his fingers in the air and the camera accidentally catches it. Because he's not doing it at someone. It's not a violent thing. Stop putting gifs of him pressing his bicep up in front of me. I feel like I'm having an argument with him. Oh, what you saying, pal?
Say what though, for a 70-year-old, he's in some condition, isn't he?
Yeah, that muscle and fitness shoot was no joke, like at all. Like this just goes to show that he's really in like a pretty good physique. And somebody says that the drug test policy doesn't fall under him, so he can do whatever he wants to his body apparently.
Well, I suppose not, because he's not an employee, is he? So.
I guess not.
God. This is getting worse.
Juiced up to his tits.
So
Let me show you what this Ico Pro can do for you, pal. God damn it, Beans.
just the thought of him saying beans is weird to me.
The hell kind of a place is Liverpool anyway? Sounds like a disease.
Are you there?
Oh God! I can't believe that actually got tweeted by the WWE account.
Really? Oh, you mean the WWE Universe?
I was really surprised.
Oh no, the main WWE Twitter account is the one that tweeted that bicep thing that you've got constantly playing in front of
Yeah,
you.
they did.
Oh yeah.
I bet he was running Twitter on that one.
He doesn't know what Twitter is.
God damn it, Dunn, get a close-up of this.
Get the vein! The vein! Oh man.
I was really surprised when they came back to Liverpool with even if it was only a house show. When they came back, because I just had this visions of him storming out that SmackDown tape.
Hey, you're better than you were last year.
We're never coming back here again.
God damn it, I told you to cheer.
Oh man.
So great to be back.
I'm sorry. It disgusts me. I know that he's a character and we all love him for who he is, kind of thing. But I just find it disappointing that he's not said anything since, and there's no action come of it or anything.
Is it not okay? Probably shouldn't have been shown
Beans.
on
It's
TV,
not like...
but is it not just a bit of an in-joke with the sign guy?
Yeah, maybe. That's probably what it is, and it's a middle finger. It's not like he whipped out Big Earl and the grapefruits in front of everybody.
Okay, it was unfortunate it got picked up on camera, but other than that, I don't think there's that much in it.
Yeah, you're blowing it out of proportion. You're blowing it out of proportion, pal.
I'm not blowing it. Look, the guy put his hand up and then stuck his finger up. Why?
Yeah. Okay.
Why did he do it?
Because he didn't like somebody in the crowd.
Exactly.
Most likely sign guy.
So, would it be alright
As a joke.
When John Cena comes out and he's got like black guy in a Cena Sucks t-shirt, like whispering in his ear while he's like trying to fly into the crowd after he's won his 400th title, like screaming with the fans, and he's sitting there whispering in his ear, saying, I don't know, things about what he's going to do to his mother or something. And John Cena wants to turn around and clock him. And if he did, on live TV, what would happen to John Cena?
Sorry, I just wanted to play that. I mean, if he struck a fan, that's something else. But
All right, now, well, what if he just turned around and stuck the bird up in front of his face?
Okay,
What
Sure.
would happen then?
sure. If a camera picked it up, it would be like, hey, John Cena gives somebody the bird. And it would
He's turned heel.
He's turned heel. It would most likely be the most interesting thing Cena has done.
Oh, God,
in
it was the
years.
worst example ever.
Yeah. Yeah, you walked into this trap, Beans.
Yeah, but you get my point.
I do get
And I know that he thinks he can get away with everything, but you have to set an example for your employees. You can't do that. How can he go up to the next person and fire them if they go and do something similar?
Simple. You're fired, pal. Oh, right, no. You're fired, pal. You do that, and then that's...
I think
that's it.
Smoot's got his quota of Vince McMahon impressions in
Apparently.
2016 already.
Apparently.
Jeez. I would love to know what Brad Maddox thought when he saw that.
It's the first time that's ever been said.
I would have liked to know what Mad Braddock's thought of it.
First time
Anyway.
anyone's ever considered his opinion.
Well, when we're in extreme circumstances, we have to call upon the Maddox. So yeah, it is what it is. But I didn't like it. I was quite annoyed about it. But
I mean,
hey,
it's fine if you don't like it, but I didn't have a problem with it. It's Papa Big Cock giving somebody who probably deserved it the middle finger.
If it was Shanghai, he does deserve it.
Do what?
If it was Shanghai, he does deserve it.
yeah,
It-
the
like I said,
rivalry
it was
between
probably
the
an
sign
in-
guy and Will continues.
Yeah, it was probably an in-joke, like you said, between the two parties.
Well, yeah, but even if I can't even describe. If you watched it from the hard camera, you would have still seen his hand sticking up in the air, thinking, "What the hell is he doing? Why is he blocking his hand?" Do you know what I mean? It's like the guy can't see him doing it. So sign guy would have seen the hand. He wouldn't have seen the finger. So that isn't an in-joke. That's just, I can stick my finger up at you and you don't know I'm doing it.
Like I said,
That's like
it
Vince
could've been-
sneaking up behind the crowd and doing the bloody two fingers behind everyone's head while they're on live TV.
I'm having too much fun with the scrubber over here, by the way. The scrub and the skiff.
Oh, fuck. Right now.
Yeah, but that's his humour. I mean, we've seen that in some of the WWE stuff. That's what he is. He's just a big kid.
Yeah. And we're only assuming that it was Sign Guy. It could have been somebody else who deserved it.
Yeah.
It could have been someone that deserved it. But the fact is he's fired someone for doing something far less than that, yet he's gone and done it.
Again.
So he doesn't have standards, or he's not meeting his own standards.
Or he just doesn't care because he's a billionaire.
That's not an excuse.
But that seems to be the case.
Oh.
It sucks that Brad Maddox, got fired for something really petty. Like, it's petty bullshit, I agree. But who's going to tell Vince McMahon, hey, you can't do that? Other than maybe Bonnie Hammer of USA Network.
Well, I think Bonnie Hammer should be getting on the hammer.
And even then, it was a moment where, they were heading to commercial, so it happened really quickly.
So
Do
why...
you think even Vince was involved in firing? What's his name?
I don't know, but
Probably
it's
not.
still his company, so it's his...
Probably not.
It's his standard.
It was at a live event
Yeah.
where it's probably got back to some official,
Yeah.
and then he probably still thinks he's still working for him.
It's quite possible.
Well,
anyhow.
you got. I mean, okay, he's on TV, he plays the big, head honcho. But you got to think not everything goes through him, especially that kind of stuff.
No, it isn't. But at the end of the day, you make it sound like this guy's the be-all, end-all of everything, and a major decision, and everything has to run through him. He's got to take that responsibility when it doesn't go that way as well, if you know what I mean.
Mm.
So, it's just...
your campaign to bring back Brad Maddox?
No, it's not. It's just about the pure principle of it, because even though I didn't have a particular big thing for Brad Maddox, if I was him, I would be livid. Because, I mean, we all sat there and said that it was just an excuse to get rid of him. So obviously there's other things.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's only, assuming, nothing's set in stone there. We don't know all the details. But I just find it amazing. I would love it if one of them did it on Raw this week. A talent. I know it would never happen, but I would love it if they flipped off one of the fans and see what happens.
Randy Orton did it that one time.
Oh yeah, he did, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a really good one as well.
Yeah.
Opinion change.
Yeah. No, but I mean, Randy Orton, I mean, he didn't try and, do the Vince thing and
yeah.
cover it up with his hand. He just, did
he was
it.
trying to hide it. There was that one time he even did try to hide it, where he flipped off that one crowd for an RKO.
This is true.
Yeah.
I think you may have found a flaw in my argument.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Pop a big cock, pal.
I don't know what the rules are over there, but is flipping the bed not PG?
It's not PG and all that, but it's not, like I said, it's not like he whipped out Big Earl and the Great Prince in front of everybody. That would have been something more noteworthy, I feel.
Sorry.
You okay, Beans?
I just went to take a drink and you said that then.
What, Big Earl and the Grapefruits?
Yeah.
It's like a band.
It really does. It really does sound like a band.
I can't even remember how you said it now, what you said exactly about it, but you just made me nearly choke.
Yeah. Like I said, it's not like you whipped out Big Earl and the Grapefruits. There you go. That's the show's slogan now. It's not like he whipped out Big Earl and the Grapefruits.
If I ever start a band, that's what it's getting called.
Yeah, there you go.
Big Ale and the Grapefruit.
Big Ale and the Grapefruit.
That sounds like a really good band name.
Hey, I told you. Yeah, I mean, it's up there for up for grabs, I guess. Here's something really petty, by the way. Somebody asked Hulk Hogan his opinion on AJ Styles signing with WWE, saying, I think AJ signing with WWE will raise the bar. He can do all the Neville stuff and tell an old school story. And I said to him, yeah, you know who else can do the Neville stuff? Neville, you dim-witted racist. So yeah.
Do you know what? I would pay an exorbitant amount of money if I could arrange for Smoot to do an interview for this show for Hulk Hogan, if that was the kind of comments that was going to be made.
Yeah.
Did you by any chance retweet you?
No, he already had me blocked, so. That whole going balls deep in Brooke,
Oh, for God's sake.
Remember that?
No, I don't wish to know.
It was basically, it was some guy just literally said, I'm going balls deep into Brooke. Can I get a retweet?
And he did.
Yeah, and he did.
He retweeted it?
Yeah. I have a screenshot of it here. Hold on.
Why would he what? Did he, slip?
No.
Dying.
Hold on. Hang on, we'll get it up on the stream here. This was ages ago. God damn it.
What's wrong with this man?
A lot of things. Redirect the window capture to this. There we go. Let me enlarge it. This was when TweetDeck was not assy. Yeah, here you go. Right here.
I'm just waiting for it to load up now.
Once it loads up.
Yeah. might have to zoom in on it. I got a retweet!
Yeah.
Wow.
Thrilling radio, by the way, getting...
Yeah, I'm sorry.
getting
It's just
beef
I find it amazing. I mean, every time you look at Hogan's Twitter feed, it's just like he finds a new way to amaze you.
Yeah.
I'm starting to wonder now whether he's doing it just because he knows that it's stupid. Then he can do his Vince impression, where it's like, "You all bought it. You all thought I was
line,
stupid."
sinker, you all bought it. Even my family, even my immediate family bought it.
You did the whole show in that voice.
Did Hulk Hogan just retweet a guy who said he went balls deep in his daughter? I'm shaking my head.
Yep. So that happened once.
That is horrendous.
You didn't know that until now, I guess.
I didn't know that until now.
Yeah.
I've just noticed something on that screenshot that it's nothing to do with wrestling whatsoever, but
Yeah.
that screenshot you've just held up there of the tweet deck.
Yeah, yeah.
Whatever happened to Follow Friday?
And some people still do it. Twitter counts it as, like, spam, though, so... When I did it, I got, like... My account shut down for, like, a week.
Really?
Yeah, something like that.
Wow, how many Follow Fridays did you do?
I just... One every Friday, like... like
What, just
everybody.
one tweet?
Oh, I don't know, maybe, like, one or two.
And you got banned for that?
Yeah.
I can't even speak, I'm that angry. They promote the hell out of that stuff. Why the hell did they ban you?
Because they counted it as spam.
Oh my god, does Hulk Hogan run Twitter?
Well,
With Vince flipping everyone off.
Judging on some of the actions that they're doing, I wouldn't be surprised. Such as the 10,000 character tweet limit that they're teasing.
Yeah.
The what?
Silly.
You haven't heard about this, all right? Well,
Oh,
apparently,
I live in a hole.
apparently Twitter wants to make the Twitter limit, the tweet limit rather, 10,000 characters, like with direct messages now.
10,000?
10,000, yeah.
What? That was the whole thing about Twitter.
I know.
Short and concise.
Apparently,
easy
they're
to
not
read.
gonna be, the idea is they're not going to change how it looks, so you'll still see 140 characters.
Yeah, it's just when you go over that, it'll have like a read more limit.
Oh,
Yeah.
for crying out loud.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be bothered if they put it up to like 160. Just because the amount of times I have to edit a tweet for a good 5 minutes just to make sure that it fits into a gap really annoys me. And all I need is about 3 or 4 characters more. That's all I need.
Or not count the tagging or the actual picture link or any link rather, stuff like that.
Yeah, that would be good.
Or this would be a great feature: an edit button. Everybody's been requesting an edit button, and they haven't delivered on it.
Sort this stuff out.
I don't give a damn what you want.
Vince is back, everyone.
I was just going to say, it's getting quite worrying. I'm actually starting to believe that Smoot is Vince.
I wish I was a billionaire.
So do I.
So does Vince.
He's not even accurate in what he's saying, for crying out loud. He's flipping people off saying he's a billionaire and he's a millionaire.
But yeah, the only reason I pulled up that Hogan tweet is because somebody replied to it saying that I should get an education because I'm a small-minded person.
Wow.
Yeah. So when we're done here, I'm going to tear that guy a new asshole.
You do that.
Yeah.
Challenge him to a match at WrestleMania, then at least they've got a match confirmed. Just make sure you don't get injured between now and then. I want you to live in bubble wrap.
Oh, man.
So,
Stay away from any sharp
It
objects.
would be like Michael Cole that one match.
Yeah. Make sure you don't stick a knife in a toaster.
Oh, God.
Which I rewatched last night for the first time since I watched it on this show, and I was in hysterics again.
Oh, man, we should find a way to play that on the air.
That should be something that everyone sees. All you need to do, I only had to put on YouTube just to find out. I wonder whether I can find it again. All I had to just put was "man sticks," and then it finished it off and said "knife into a toaster."
Let me see if that's true.
Really?
Man
Yeah.
sticks.
Sorry, is any...
Yeah, wow.
Did you just try it?
Yeah.
No. Going back to wrestling for a minute.
Oh,
As I said, I've got SmackDown on, but on mute. And
Yeah.
it's the main event, I think. And Dean Ambrose just threw Kevin Owens into the WWE logo on the stage.
Yeah, and it spins around.
That looked like it really hurt.
Yeah.
Sorry, carry on.
I'm looking forward to this SmackDown. It sounds like it's quite a good show.
We're not actually mentioning it yet, have we? Smoot, what do you want to give us your opinion on what's his
On
name?
Mauro Ranallo.
Mauro Ranallo.
Or
Yeah,
they call him-
seeing as you're in the actual place where they show this program on Thursday nights instead
Yeah.
of the rest of us that get it on Friday.
Well, my 2 cents was that he looks like if Seth MacFarlane and game show announcer Johnny Olsen had a kid and sounded like Scott Stanford with 4 testicles. That's how Mauro Ranallo sounds and looks. Oh God!
What the hell just happened?
What the hell was that, pal?
I think your mic will went nuts.
It did.
Yeah.
It did.
It sounded like you were in that much. It sounded like the noise it would make if you fell down a well because you couldn't believe the description that Smoot just gave
Yeah.
of the new lead SmackDown announcer.
Like I'll play
I'm
it.
really looking forward
What the
to
hell
it
was that,
because
pal? Oh no! Oh God! I hear myself. Oh no! Let me try it here. Hold on. That's how Mauro Ranallo sounds and looks. Oh God!
what the hell just happened?
Yeah. See, that's
Oh God, why did I have to hear my voice as well?
yeah.
Cheers for that.
No problem.
Didn't like that. So yeah, I mean, this guy sounds like he's a bit more of a throwback to the bit more of the old school announcer.
Yeah, and he
Um,
was actually calling the moves, which was appreciated.
Cool. That'll do for me for starters.
Yeah.
I heard him doing some commentary on one of the, I think it was a New Japan show. I think he was doing some commentary on one of the shows there.
Oh, that reminds me of something. But keep going.
But no, I just really enjoyed it. It was the same. He's like a good mixture of JR and the old Vince McMahon, where he gets very excited like Vince, but he's also quite technically knowledgeable
Going to the
like
top
JR.
rope, and he missed. Something like that, right?
And then as soon as he landed on his like knees on the outside, he'd start going on about the vertical base.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I.
What a
like to do.
maneuver, pal.
I've never heard of him before, but I got a mate of mine who's into MMA.
Yeah.
Said he was really surprised he'd gone to WWE because he's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is, because he is well respected within the MMA
Yeah.
world.
There was a bit where they were coming back from commercial or a segment, and King was like, you know, I used to work with a guy called JR. Would it be alright if I called you MR? And he was like, yeah, I could call you. You could call me whatever you'd like, King. And he was like, oh, that's glad. I'm cool. Byron, you're BS. So
Love it.
Byron was like, that's not nice.
Is anyone surprised?
Yeah. So I don't know if that's what people were like referring to with King being a heel, I guess, but
Yeah, because there was these reports coming out that Jerry Lawler had been acting like a heel on SmackDown.
oh, he also
And he
also-
was retweeting the hell out of it all
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
He really was pushing it.
he was also shitting on Neville because he said Neville's the only guy who could whose ears are so big he doesn't need a mirror to see him. Which to me, that's not a heel statement. That's just being mean. Which is what
You
you
gotta
know.
say facts then.
Yeah. Which is what commentating's all about. Which, speaking of, by the way,
Oh,
the latest
Good one.
episode has a compilation of all the terrible segues from Josh Matthews on TNA programming, where he segued the action to whatever dumb show, like Alaskan Haunting or Finding Bigfoot, and all that. So it's well worth the listen.
That sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
I think the only thing else I've got that I think we should cover before we get out of here, just briefly, is the story. Will, I don't know if you want to go through this, but just a bit of a tidbit from what you mentioned before we started the show about the UK.
Here we go. Theory time with Will.
Theory time with Will.
Oh, actually, I've come out what you're talking about then, but yeah, as anyone will know, the NXT was here. Was it 2 weeks ago now? 3 weeks ago?
Yep. That's 3, I think, actually. No.
And while they were here, there was a story going around that Triple H had done some sort of interview with the local press in London, and he made some comment about he wanted to be the next West Ham are a football team, if anyone wants to know.
Right.
Wants to be the Smoot needs to know this. I think he remembers, because he remembers something about Ham.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll come on to that in a second. So he wanted to be the next West Ham manager, and that got retweeted a few times and made a bit of a story.
Did he mention something about Andy Carroll as well?
Yeah, he said Andy Carroll would make a good wrestler. And,
yeah.
Because he got the look and stuff. And, it was just a fun interview really with the local media. It was mainly to promote NXT. What I didn't know, because I don't live in London, but one of my mates does. It was actually shown on the local news down there. And as part of the report, you saw Triple H being shown around the stadium. Now, they actually said on the report that it was the Boleyn Ground, which, if anyone knows West Ham, that's their current home. But next year they're actually moving to what was the Olympic Stadium, where the Olympics, funnily enough, were held.
Oh boy. Oh boy, I see where this is going.
Now, when you watch this clip back, which I've seen, you can see it on YouTube, the stadium he's being shown around in this report isn't the Boleyn Ground, it's actually the Olympic Stadium.
Oh shit.
So.
Holy shit.
So
you're telling me that Triple H walked around a gigantic stadium in the UK?
He did.
Oh my. I'm vibrating with excitement.
Yeah, we heard your microphone stand.
I know.
Yeah, that.
There was also...
I don't know if that just deafened you, I'm sorry.
No, that's right.
There was also, I don't know if you saw this, there's a really funny tweet actually from, of all places, the BBC Match of the Day account.
Alright.
They retweeted the interview, because he must have done it with the BBC as well.
Alright.
They retweeted the link to the interview, and along with the line, which I thought was really funny, what is it with this guy on hammers? I thought that was brilliant.
That is pretty good. That is good. We probably should explain that to Smoot.
Yeah.
Basically, West Ham, the football team that he said he liked, their nickname is the Hammers.
Ha.
So I thought it was quite a nice little play on the lines there.
Should we get out of here?
Yeah, we shall. But just very briefly, do you actually think
that means WrestleMania is coming to the UK? Confirmed.
Confirmed, yeah, definitely. And Chucks is shaking in fear now because he's starting to count that money that he's going to have to hand to me.
Ooh.
But no, in all seriousness, it does sound quite interesting because obviously...
Well, I must admit, when I saw the interview, I thought, why is he talking to West Ham? There's a bit of an odd link, really, because, West Ham aren't the biggest of clubs. So I didn't really understand why he was doing it. Okay, it's in London, maybe, but... it just seemed to be a bit of a weird link, but then when you put two and two together, I think, Because apparently as well, the stadium that they're going to, there's a bit of a talk that they can't really afford it. So they're looking for as many non-football events as they can get, like concerts and sporting, wrestling, entertainment events.
Getting excited. But yeah, I mean, that sounds quite promising. If there's a chance that this could happen. Then,
I mean, if not WrestleMania, hopefully we get a pay-per-view.
yeah, I think that's what I mean. At the end of the day, I mean, what? The Olympic Stadium will hold about, is it 65, 70,000 for a football game? So, I mean, you could get 70,000 in for wrestling easy.
But not the biggest WrestleMania.
No, that's the one that's going to happen with all the NXT people in it.
NXT presents WrestleMania.
NXT presents the biggest WrestleMania of all time.
At this rate, it seems plausible.
But don't worry, Shawn Michaels and Steve Austin are on commentary.
Oh, that would be great.
Bang, bang, boom.
Clusterfuck.
Have they announced the TakeOver Dallas yet?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I said you should call it that.
And then bing, bang, boom. Clusterfuck.
Sells tickets, if you ask me. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Obviously, I'm not counting chickens, but like you said, I think that's quite a good sign that he's showing interest in that purely from the point of view of, like you say, possibly doing a pay-per-view over here. And I think they need to obviously have a look at... I mean, we don't know details of how well the TakeOver event did over here yet. But presuming and hoping, and everything's crossed, that a lot of people in America still watch that, then, yeah, I think we could be quite hopeful of getting something like that.
Judging by Twitter, there was a lot of Americans watching it, from what I've seen. I was watching it live when it was on, and Triple H actually sent something out about show me where you're watching the show. And there was a lot of tweets, people watching it in offices.
Yeah.
Because it was during the day, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's good to hear. But yeah, that might be quite a promising future for at least getting a decent pay-per-view on the network over here at some point. So we'll keep everything crossed for that one. But yeah, I think that pretty much covers this week. We've gone through quite a bit there.
Yeah, it's been a busy few weeks.
So we will obviously have to wait until after Monday this week, see what direction they go in, see if there's a bit more indication of who might be lined up for the Rumble. That might create some interesting topics. And why am I looking at the back of Triple H's neck?
Sorry. Forgot to resize it at the time.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I
You
did.
just tried to do it in neck mouth.
Triple H's neck mouth.
His big rubbery lips on the back of his neck. My God, that looks like a tight shirt. Oh dear. So yeah. Triple H apparently liked to watch a lot of footage of himself on TV. Apparently. So yeah, that's good. That's good. Is there anything else we need to cover, guys, or do you think we've got everything in there?
I think, for the most part, that's all the stuff that we can cover for right now.
No doubt we'll probably miss something, and tomorrow morning there was probably an announcement that someone
totally.
else, like Roman Reigns, is spinning.
I have... no, it's okay. Sorry, I won't spoil it. Sorry.
Okay.
Right.
There was a bit of news just broken, but it's a spoiler for TNA.
Oh.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
yeah. We'll get to that when we cross that bridge.
Yeah.
Assuming they're still in business.
I'm going to say we'll answer that, and we'll talk about that next week once we've done the segment. That segment, the greatest segment of all time. So thank you very much for listening. You can follow the show on Twitter at the IWC Radio. If you go on there, it's got a link to all of us if you want to give us a follow on Twitter. If you do get in touch with us, use the hashtag IWC Radio. And that pretty much covers it, guys. So thank you very much. And we will be back next week, because next week, guys, it's the big show.
The 100.
Summer Rain.
Oh, wait,
I can't believe it. You just said the big 100 and then had a soundbite of someone saying Summer Rain. Really?
I accidentally hit the button to play the ending sound clip.
We got the big show on next week, you say?
Yeah, do we have?
No,
the
we
big
got
show?
Summer Rae on, I think.
Oh.
No, not summer. Okay, whatever. We'll see you next week, everybody.
Yeah. Episode 100.
VIP section. What's she eating over there? Hey, could you peel me a grape? We got
martinis, grapes, pastries. She's saying spread over there. She's saying, don't talk to me. She's mad because last week I said some girls play hard to get. She plays hard to get rid of.
I think she just threw a grape at you.
Yeah, I caught it.
Hey, don't eat the grape, King.
Man.
Where those grapes have been.